Yo, Yo, Don Drew, tell him don't be stepping on my sneakers, man. Yo, Sneaker Sensei, I see
Jay,
you.
we don't got no artwork today.
Yeah, F it. It's the last episode of the year.
Last in 2014. You know what, man? I don't want any music tonight.
Hold on.
I don't want any music.
Big shout out to J.O. Draft Pick.
J.O. Draft Pick. No music tonight.
Who made this song for us for this year?
Yeah, he did. But I don't want no music.
Ooh, somebody's mad.
Oh, I'm mad.
Tell him why you mad, son.
I'm so mad.
Tell him why you mad, son.
Listen, man. It's crazy. It's crazy out here.
Tell him why you mad, son.
Let me start with, this ain't a sneaker show, Jay. This is a lifestyle show.
Lifestyle.
We talk about everything. We do talk a lot about sneakers, and that's what our audience likes, and whatever the audience likes, we want to give them.
Pause.
But
yeah,
it's a lifestyle show. And we talk about girls and body counts and food and other dumb stuff. We talk about whatever interests us for the moment.
Because hopefully your life does not revolve around sneaker alone.
Exactly. And right now I want to talk a little bit about social media.
Tell him why you mad, son.
Oh, remember in high school, the kids in high school that were picked on, that were ostracized, that were left out, the kids that had no friends, they were lonely as hell.
Yeah, I remember those kids.
Well, those kids now are grown-ass men on social media.
Right.
And they create this fake bullshit life for themselves.
Woo!
And a little club or clique that they of their internet friends, and they think they're popular, and they try and emulate the same jerk-off kids that ostracize them by ostracizing others.
But people don't know is that when you're corny, you're just corny.
So corny.
No matter how many likes you have.
So corny.
No matter how many puddles you can jump in with your what the LeBrons.
Right.
You're still corny.
That's right.
But you feel that because you got 43,000 likes, and we'll get to the truth of that coming out soon.
Yes.
Instagram did a great thing today.
Listen,
they cleansed. They gave Instagram an enema today.
You like,
and look at all the
like this
shit that
like
came
it's
out.
just the amount
crazy
of cornball activity. Like only me and my corny sneaker crew are cool. And everybody else isn't getting, and it's only like a select few people who can be cool. Jay, Dallas Penn's finally here.
Yo, but you know what? Cool. Let's
and then people have the nerve, and you're gonna go here. I'm gonna jump fast. People have the nerve to judge others on what is cool.
Exactly.
My cool and your cool and Trace's cool ain't necessarily everybody's cool.
Right.
And it's the same cornballs that want to talk about other people and want to run other people through the mud.
But they're only digitally tough.
Right. Digitally. They're paper. Soft. Like a little tissue. What's that little bear in the tissue commercial?
Snuggle.
Yup, like Snuggle.
It's soft like my son's thighs.
Cropsy Snuggle.
It's soft like my son's thighs.
Cropsy was an urban legend of, I don't know if it was like a serial killer or a pedophile weirdo from Staten Island. I don't know if it ever was like a real guy, but it's like an urban legend. There's so many Cropsy weirdos out there. So many.
What got you mad about that?
Oh, I don't.
Did you wake up this morning?
Well, you know what? I did. I didn't get a lot of sleep.
Did you get buns last night?
No, I did not.
That's what it is. No buns.
So, and maybe that's part of it. But I worked real late last night, worked all day today, got to go work again tonight. I'm busy. And that's fine. I don't care about that.
Life as a gigolo is tough, ain't it?
It is, man. But I don't know. I just been reading stuff and thinking and like people tweeting about who's cool and who's not cool.
We fall victim to that too. There's a couple, internet thugs that, always, feel like they can, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
And it's the holidays, so we should be like all these.
I'm happy.
Sensitive thugs need hugs.
I'm happy though. Life couldn't be better.
Yeah, I'm happy too. Except right now I'm a little mad.
Okay.
Well, Nike, I don't know if you know this, but Nike did a focus group.
Yes.
And brought some people in, and I don't know the criteria of where they picked these people from. And a lot of them are internet weirdos. And maybe some people think I'm an internet weirdo, but I'm the same person. Jay, you can attest to this because you know me in real life.
Right. You're an asshole in real life.
Yeah. And I'm an asshole on the internet.
Yep.
So like some people are just so different on the internet than they are in social media. And what I'll say is,
I knew you was amped.
what I'll say about that is, it always comes to light. It always comes out who you really are. It's impossible to hide your character. You expose yourself all the time.
Because whatever's done in the dark, you know the rest, will soon come to the light.
It's real.
It's real.
And so
real.
Anyway, so Nike brings these people
but
in.
like, hold up. Like my man was saying, like my bro L was saying, like, kids think that they live in this digital world like a video game. Like it's Grand Theft Auto.
He did say that, yeah.
And they are, until it becomes analog when you see them in the streets.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I can't ever imagine, and some people are different, I can't ever imagine actually punching somebody in the face because of some shit they said on the internet.
I could.
I couldn't.
I could.
You know, and nor would I ever want to dignify one of these internet nobodies by knocking them all the way the fuck out.
Right. But sometimes you might have to.
You might have
to.
I mean, it might have
to happen.
You
might have to happen.
This isn't one of those cases. I'm not mad on that level. Like, I'm not thinking of a specific person particularly.
No.
But I'm just seeing, I saw so much stuff. I saw so much bullshit and just so many things over the last couple of weeks and the last couple of months. And I really do love when people take shots at the sit down. Jay, I love it. I really love the hate.
You know what? Because you know what? It's easy to hate. It's so hard to walk up to us.
I love when people say we're out of touch.
It's so hard to walk up on us and just be like, you know what? It's a good job.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do that. But it's easy to say, those motherfuckers over there, man.
Yeah, they suck.
They suck.
And my favorite is that we're out of touch.
Right. They suck. And they're saying this as they go downstairs to their mom's basement.
Yeah.
Where they live on a futon, and they got all the LeBrons and Pennies and Kobe's in the corner. They say, those dudes suck. I could do a better job than that. They don't know what they're talking about.
Do you realize that people celebrate each other on social media for their consumerism? One dude is better than another at buying shit. It's unbelievable that you're actually going to put yourself on a high horse because you bought more shit than the next dude or spent more money.
That's like the money photos.
I want to see.
That's like the money photos.
I want to see Twitter. I want to see Twitter. All the credit card debt that you idiots ran yourselves up in because you were so focused on being a better consumer than the next. And I buy a lot of shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm a good consumer too. I'm not out of touch at all.
You're out of touch when it comes to fashion.
Oh, way out of touch. Like, but I never claimed to be in touch.
You were single-handedly.
But from a sneaker perspective.
No, but you were single-handedly keeping Wrangler in business.
Jay,
by yourself.
And Old Navy. I'm not out of touch with the youth by any means. I make a living off of being in touch.
Yeah.
And I support all the new people in the sneaker game.
I'm just
I'm
an old dude stuck in my ways, I've been told.
Yeah, you are a little bit more so than I am.
But if you ask any of the young dudes out there that are really doing it, I salute them and I congratulate them on all levels.
Yeah,
because it is what it is.
Well, I'm back on the sit down. I missed last week, but I'm back.
Yeah,
and I'll get to the Nike thing in a second, and we'll get to Dallas Penn.
We got the guys from Shrine Rack too.
We got the guys from Shrine Rack. We got a lot of shit going on tonight. But I just wanted to touch on this a little bit. Like, I wanted to talk a little bit about the culture, and I wanted to talk. Speaking of the culture,
there is no culture,
and you know whose fault that is? Because there is no culture. And I love all the idealistic sneaker people. I was one of you one time.
Yeah, we had
you know whose fault that it is that there is no culture?
You guys.
No, it's our freaking fault. It's our fault.
You guys, because
we were there 20 years ago. We were there, and we did a shitty job
of passing it down.
Yeah. Because the game is fucked.
Because you know what we did? We put all that stuff in compartments and said, no, I want to be the last person to be fresh in the world.
And the older guys in the game, guys older than us, guys our age, the older guys in the game, you know, they do take an elitist attitude.
Yeah.
And it's corny. It's corny. They do.
It's the same thing that happened in the rap game.
And there are guys our age that do the same thing. And maybe I did it at one point. I certainly don't now.
Because you woke up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, I just don't. I don't think I'm a better consumer than somebody else.
You know what's corny though? You know what's real corny?
Tell me.
Puma, real corny for signing Rihanna to be the creative director.
Wow.
For the brand.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it, Puma. I get it, and I'm gonna just dip off on this real quick because it's like, okay, Reebok signs Kendrick Lamar, Adidas signs Pharrell and Pusha T. And how does Puma come back? We're gonna make the topless, weed smoking, tattoo getting, always high chick, our creative
Let
director.
me ask you a question.
Right
I
ahead.
caught a little bit of heat for making comments about the president's daughter's
Yo,
wagon.
don't even bring it back, son.
No, I'm not. But
apologize.
Can we talk about Rihanna's wagon?
Everybody ran through it.
It's good though.
How do you know?
It looks good.
Nah.
Now, I love the sit down audience, Jay. I really do love the sit down audience because the loyal sit down audience watches every show and really is ruthless.
Which we want.
They miss Give Me Two Pairs.
Yeah, they do. She's better looking than you.
They miss her.
She's better looking.
Oh yeah.
She's not. Listen. She's not. They rather see your ass.
No, everybody's better looking than me. I get that.
I'm not complaining about a broad being topless. I'm talking about turning that into sneakers base. And base, you can't say shit to me until I get a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or even a sticker.
Yo, I'm rocking. Let me shout based out. No, I'm rocking the Fat Kid Mafia holiday. I'm rocking the Fat Kid Mafia holiday. Jay don't want me to give him
mic off. My
mic is on. You can't do that.
Yeah, like whatever. All right. It is what it is.
Shout out to Base for getting paid though.
No,
Base is selling enough shirts to buy another Datsun.
Yeah. He's gonna get that. He's gonna get a Maybach
How
first.
Does his little fat ass even fit in the Datsun?
Yo, let him live. Let him live.
That's my man though.
Base,
I fucks with Base.
Base, no love from me until I get at least a sticker, you fat fuck.
He doesn't even. You have a sticker?
Oh, I do. Let me take that shit off.
So anyways, the last thing I want to talk about is the Nike focus group. And then we got to get all the people. We have the green room is full. You know, are they going to complain to G-Spin that we got too many people in the green room?
Yeah. Looking for a new sponsor now. Fat Kid Mafia officially off my fucking laptop.
So Nike brought people that they found on social media to talk to them about the brand. And it's, from what I heard, I got a couple of calls from different people. I guess they brought a lot of people in. And by the way, anyone who mentioned the sit down to the Nike people or anywhere you go, we appreciate you. But Nike apparently, from what I heard, is crusading against the resellers.
It's war against resellers.
It really is. And they blame the resellers for everything, for the bots, for crashing their
website
site,
crashing,
for everything. They blame them for the hacks, the fakes.
They blaming the resellers for not being able to show the interview at theaters now.
They blame the resellers.
They say the resellers are the
everything.
ones that hack Sony. That's how bad it is. It's bad.
So, and I made this comment on Twitter a couple of weeks ago. The days of 06 to 08 are coming back. And the bubble is going to burst. And you know what? You guys, be patient. Be patient. You're going to get what you want on shelves. They raise the prices. They're going to flood the market. I'm speculating. They're going to flood the market. I'm talking about Nike and Jordan brand. And there's going to be so much product out there.
Where your pairs are worthless.
And they're going to push the resellers out.
But it's called a correction. It's what happens to the market.
It
the
does.
Stock market. And those that are in it for the real reasons will survive.
Yep.
And those that are in it just, for a quick buck will fail.
The Yankees did it. They raised the ticket prices. Less people go to the games. They push the scalpers out.
Yep.
StubHub, sells Yankee tickets below retail. So the guys like 23 Penny and I Need Kicks that do, well, I Need Kicks doesn't do the below retail deal anymore. Not after you slate them. But those guys, those guys will probably still eat. But, the fly-by-night resellers, the consignment shops, I think it's all going. I think it's going.
Could happen that way. Whatever.
I don't know anything. But anyways, a bunch of guys that mess with us, that are fans of the show, that are, friends of the show, that are friends of ours personally, participated in these. And that's what I've heard. So,
but it's something that's inevitable. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But let's get on to positive stuff. If you guys remember a couple weeks back, go ahead.
Can we thank, before we move forward, can we thank those that came out for the holiday party?
Oh, holiday party was lit.
It was good. It was a good time.
Lit.
DJ Trace really did a great job on the ones and twos. You did as well. Great set.
I had that old school reggae popping in there.
Yeah, it was a good time.
They was bogling. It was crazy. We know how to party.
And the other thing we should talk about.
In the back,
you know what? We'll talk about this with Dallas Penn. Why don't we bring Dallas?
No, we're gonna
you want to bring Shrine Rack in?
Get them because they were here first.
Okay.
Like everybody's been looking. Everybody that's into this sneaker accessories knows about Shrine Rack.
Yeah. So we'll get them in. We got to move quick though.
All right. So bring them in.
All right. Well, where's Trace?
Oh, Trace is on the phone.
What is Trace doing?
Text him. Tell him.
DJ Trace. Listen. DJ Trace is really. He's been great.
ADD.
He has been great for the show. He really has. He's been a great help. He's been a great friend to the show. But he does have Baba Booey moments, doesn't he, Jay?
Yeah, I didn't know who Baba Booey was until you told me, and I looked it up, and it's dead on. Shrine Rack, please.
Shrine Rack. So yeah, he has, for those who know and like
look
Stern,
it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
He's got
is Baba Booey.
He has got a little Baba Booey in him.
Last week he knocked the camera off.
Bass said he was going to come to the holiday party, but his driver got lost.
I'm dead right now. Yo, Son got a picture of you walking in the streets.
What?
Got a picture of Bass walking in the streets.
Come in, fellas. We don't have any artwork. We're not going to play any music. This is a raw edition of the sit down. This is the angry sit down.
So
what's up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
So like
You're
I said,
on the air live. Don't bump the camera, Trace. Don't knock it down.
So like I said,
don't turn the lights out. I was telling the audience, Trace, what a great job you did for the holiday party on DJing that thing and putting everything together at Contra. It was really nice. Thanks to everybody that came out. Thanks to our wonderful sponsor, Soul Hub, really genuinely. Thanks to Mike and Alex and those guys. They've really been great for us.
Yeah.
And Jay,
say it again.
Hang on.
Say it again. Thank you, Soul Hub.
I thank them.
You
and
better.
Listen, why wouldn't I? Can we talk about Mike for a second from Soul Hub?
Wait, can we talk about the Remy girls? Can we talk about Remy Martin coming through?
Remy and Marty Boom.
Boom.
Yeah, Remy Martin. Making
Remy
sure
Martin
that
came through, even though you was a little impatient, Angry Hulk in the closet.
I was.
Yeah,
Remy Martin.
Because Drew doesn't know about sneaker culture. No, not sneaker culture, club culture.
Club culture. I know about sneaker culture.
You don't know about club culture.
Listen, Remy Martin KO'd Sarah.
Yeah.
Knocked her out.
Yeah, his bay was
Anyways. No, don't do that.
Anyway, so now before we go, let me introduce you guys. Two guys we have right here. Everybody's that has
they can't see you. You guys got to slide this way.
Any
cameras right there.
Let me just get this intro right
and turn their mic on.
Anybody has any knowledge about sneaker accessories know that Shrine Rack is taking the sneaker game by storm with a functional sneaker bag.
Functional sneaker bag. I have the mayor bag.
Yeah.
So does Jay. We have it right here with us.
Yeah.
Those are the homies over there.
Those are the homies.
Okay,
those
good.
are the homies over there.
So there's no competition between Shrine Rack
from what I
Flood.
Hold on. Let me just tell you what my education was.
Tell me.
Shrine Rack is actually
the Shrine.
The Shrine. It's not a bag company. It's a luggage company.
Yeah, we make luggage.
That's different.
Lifestyle driven.
There's difference. Aha.
Sneakers are dope. We all love
talking to the mic, Dre.
Into the mic.
Sneakers, but the bags wouldn't exist without travel, without luggage.
Right.
It's a lifestyle of travel.
Okay. I'm not that familiar with the bag.
Really?
I'm not.
No. So this is why you're here.
Yeah. Put me on.
Well, let's talk about it, man. So the Shrine was actually developed by our homeboy and business partner, Fernando Robert, who's based out in San Francisco. He's actually an industrial designer by trade. He has done this, create soft goods, create bags, create luggage for large companies for many, many years. And he kind of just took his passion for sneakers, travel, watches, And
You know, nobody's ever seen that.
This one?
nah,
Ever.
We're debuting this on the sit down.
Yes.
yeah,
Well,
No
that's
one's ever-
good.
No one's ever seen the day pack.
you holding.
Well, why don't
Shrine
you
day
guys?
pack.
Why don't you guys tell the audience? Why don't you guys tell the audience about the day pack?
And what the attributes and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Well,
Give
the
some
day-
features and benefits out there.
The day pack is our first foray into non-luggage. Actually, our weekender backpack and our weekender duffel were designed with traveling in mind. The day pack is actually something
You got to talk way into the mic. We can't hear you, man.
Sorry about that. The day pack is actually the first time that we're going to offer something that's for everyday use and not for travel. So it holds one pair of sneakers. You know, if you're
What's the size? Up to size.
20.
20.
Up to
So
size
so
20.
you NBA and you hoopers
Yes.
don't worry about it.
We've kept the same sneaker box as our traditional luggage. It has an expansion pack that allows for larger sizes to go in there, and there's actually a couple of flaps in there that will allow it to adjust to any, like if it's a boot or a bigger size sneaker.
And what is the day pack? What would that run you if you wanted to cop that?
It'll day packs will be about $150 at retail. And it's definitely very cool. It like Dre said, it is an everyday bag, but it's born of travel necessity also. So it's more meant to be a complimentary piece. But it also reaches, you could talk to an executive, you go to the gym after work, it's perfect for you. If you're a student, got gym class, you play for the ball team, it's pretty perfect for you. But it complements travel amazingly, and all of our products are carry-on. So any kind of combination of our products really allow you to go bang out for 5 to 10 days with 5, 6 of your favorite pairs of kicks, your watches, your hats, all of your tech, your cameras, your hard drives, like everything that you really need.
They're telling you talking too low.
Got you, brother.
That's a smooth. That's the way he gets down. It's a smoothness.
He's from Queens.
So
What inspired it? I mean,
Damn.
sorry, Jay. Whose
Jesus.
idea was the bag? Who came up with it?
It's our partner Fernando Robert. Actually, about a year ago, right around this time, he and I actually met on Twitter. I saw he had a Kickstarter campaign for the Shrine brand. In the very beginning, he was trying to raise funds to get the first run of production. I saw a tweet come across Twitter. He had a product video that he had uploaded to Kickstarter, and I kind of just like fell in love with it. And he and I formed a relationship, and we started talking about what his plans were for the bag and just the brand.
Are you guys sneakerheads? Like, are you guys into sneakers like that or not?
I am. Laurent is.
I wouldn't call myself a sneakerhead, but I came up, in this culture, and fashion and footwear were, a very important, integral part. You couldn't really step out if you didn't step with your fresh. So I wouldn't say I'm a sneakerhead, but I
you're
would
more
say
like a
that
fashionista though.
I'm a classic New York. I think I'm your quintessential New York, street hip hop kid. Like this culture raised me.
He just made a face at you.
No, it's like me and Laurent, like we kind of like have very much of the same style. Like as much as we love sneakers, we love denim just as much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't really say, kicks and denim to me, they go hand in hand. So it's like, I don't know, like, cats always talk about sneakerhead this, sneakerhead that. I remember, collecting kicks before that was even a term. So it's like,
well, we all do.
Yeah.
Stop showing our age right now, but these young kids are gonna commit digital jihad on us. So if we keep on talking about how fucked up they are. But what retailers, if someone wants to get the bag, like where can they go?
We got a lot of spots, man. New York City, we are at Platform in the Bronx, Bread Shop in the Bronx, Rhyme. We were at Reed Space. I think we still have some pieces there. Our good homies and family at Community 54, but we're all over the map. In Houston, we're at Soul Lounge, Atlanta, Wish, and Threads. In Cali, District, True, Pound for Pound, No Joe Kicks in Detroit, Leaders in Chicago.
Let me ask you a question. If our audience wanted to cop the Shrine Rack day pack bag online, would we be able to give them like the sit down promo code?
Yeah, we could holler about it, but it won't happen until May.
May?
Yeah,
You getting the super preview, fam.
You know, we also like to, you know, people ask us about promo codes all the time, and you know, we kind of like shy away from it when they ask why. We like to say that, you know, luxury never goes on sale, bro.
Ass Apple.
Well, look, guys, we appreciate you guys stopping by and checking in with the audience. We'll put the bag up.
And can y'all speak? You got some and this is from us sucking offline. Can you discuss anything that's going on in February? I'm just asking.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know about that.
We can announce it. We can announce it now. Everything's a done deal. We have our real first big collaboration is with the NBA for All-Star Weekend.
Boom.
We did a weekender. We did 2 models of the weekender. One backpack has the NBA logo, man.
I'm just gonna put it down like that.
Logo. And the other one has the All-Star 2015 NYC specific logo on it. So
that's big.
It's gonna be real big. It's gonna be a shout out to the homie Jeff Sanchez.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff.
NBA
shout out to Frico.
Yes, exactly.
NBA.
My homie Frico.
So forget Jeff and Frico on a softball tip. right, Al?
You already know,
right,
man.
Al?
That's a
Al?
whole other conversation, brother.
Inside jokes that I don't know nothing about.
But salute them on their business.
I'm sure the audience wants to hear about some inside softball joke.
But you know, Jeff has been, you know, one of the guys who's been really supporting us behind the scenes and plugging us at the very highest level.
Right.
And
congrats on that, guys. I mean, that's a really huge collab for you guys.
Thank you, man. I mean, and shout out to a lot of the athletes and NBA supporters, some who, you know, shall remain nameless, but some like D Wade and Nate Robinson and the
homie Steph
Curry, like
Darrell Wright,
Splash Brothers.
I know the homies up in Toronto. I know DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, shout out to
Patterson. The homie Jared Jack from the Nets. Definitely a big supporter. And you know, you can't really, like, you know, we can say it off air, but you know, we got one big guy that's just, you know, behind the scenes has been really, really instrumental in kind of like mentoring us and kind of like
that's dope.
Shane Larkin. Who?
Exactly.
Yes.
That's dope. Well, we got to bring Dallas Penn in, guys. Again, thanks so much for stopping by. We're gonna leave the bag there so everybody can see it. And
shout out to the sit down. Power 105. Thank you.
Yep. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for the opportunity, fellas.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Cop your shrine bags.
Festivus.
Only cop it when we get that sit down promo thing,
yeah.
So we can get some store credit. We gotta get that store credit with them.
We'll build.
So
explain who you got coming up next.
So we got Dallas Penn coming in next.
Who is Dallas Penn?
Nobody knows really who he is.
Who is Dallas Penn? Who is Dallas Penn, and what does he do?
We don't know. Let's find out.
Bring him in.
Bring in Dallas Penn.
Bring him in.
So before the Shrine Rack guys, bring him in. Before the Shrine Rack guys came in, I was talking about Mike from Soul Hub, and Mike has a pretty girlfriend.
Yo, totally out of his league.
So Mike, for those who don't know, my man Turtle Kicks.
He looks like Turtle.
He does. He looks like Turtle from Entourage. He's short. He's got some like wild hair going on. The kid wears a black V-neck all the time, constantly.
Has the Italian taco meat coming out the top.
Sit down, D-Pen. Here he comes. So, but he's got a pretty girlfriend. Shouts to him, and she's lovely. She was really sweet.
Yo, shouts to him for bidding up. Trace. What are you doing?
So, anyways, Dallas Penn, welcome to the sit down.
Sit down.
Oh, the blue bag.
Okay. I'm all hyped.
Dallas Penn.
I'm hyped on Street
Fashion
King right
architect.
Now. I'm hyped on Street King, not cocaine. Maybe not cocaine. No, not cocaine. Street King.
Dallas, let me ask you a question.
Internets.
Hype.
Can you give us an internet shout real quick?
Internets. Sneaker Sensei, how are you?
I'm good. You fashion architect, you?
Don Drew, how are you, sir? How are you, sir?
I'm good.
I am fantastic.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I've really always wanted to know this. What do you do for a living?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
for a living.
I see you in the streets.
Yes.
Flourishing.
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 Flourishment.
Flourishing.
All the time for the last 26 years in the street. Before that even.
Is that New York City disability?
No. I'm a messenger.
Oh.
I'm a messenger. Like I'm taking.
So that's why you in them streets like that.
I'm still like I'm the last of a dying breed.
You're a messenger.
Yes.
A courier.
Yes. A courier. Yes.
That's pretty dope.
A bagman.
Okay.
No bicycle.
No bicycle. That's why I'm on disability though. mad car doors done opened on me.
Oh,
so now
man.
I'm just
Is that why your foot game is like so proper? Because you be in them streets.
hard body.
Timberlands.
Hard body.
So you know, I've been dying to ask Dallas. I see Dallas all the time. We bump into each other. Pause.
No, that was a thirsty pause. That was the
So, but like we've seen each other at events and stuff like that. We always kick it.
Yes, sir.
And I've wanted to ask you, Dallas, what is your fascination with polo?
Wait a second. What is your fascination with Wrangler? It's the same thing.
You F's with Wrangler? Hard body?
And
Hard
the other
body.
thing is, we
Hard
should talk about this. I do.
When Drew Brees and Brett Favre signed on, Drew was all in.
Wow.
Listen.
Some
The
are
other
cut
thing-
like a V. It's cut like a U.
The other thing is,
extra
Dallas
room.
Penn is like Pete Best for the Combat Jack show. Pete Best is the former drummer for the Beatles that Ringo Starr replaced.
Mhm.
Dallas leaves the crew, and they blow up, Jay.
But you want to know something? Here was my responsibility for Combat Jack show. I was a booster rocket, and the booster rocket helps you get into the upper atmosphere.
Right.
But then,
What is a booster rocket?
well, a booster rocket is what
True.
really pushes.
It propels the space shuttle
That's
into
right.
orbit.
That's right. It gets it out of.
But you were
'cause
educated.
The gravity is so hard body right here on this planet that you need this extra boost to get out of here. Once you get out of here, then you're good. Then you're gone.
You know what I can spread you to? Jerobi.
Well, I mean,
For the fact that you helped build that, that group.
and Jerobi's my man. 50 grand. Shout out to Jerobi, Brooklyn Tech High School. What up?
Were you
Chef Jerobi.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Were you
Chef Jerobi on the wrist, 360 on the wrist.
Well, what
Boy.
happened? Like, what happened with you and Pete? Was there a fallout? Were
No,
you Pete
not
and
at all.
Reggie?
Not at all. I love those are my dudes. We're gonna rock Crazy Hard Body tonight. at
Happy
Webster
birthday
Hall.
to Premium Pete, by the way.
But
I'm walking over there with you, by the way.
let's do it. But I was the booster rocket, and
Right.
once these guys got into the upper atmosphere, they didn't need me any longer. And I'm like, okay, now let me fall back to earth, get refueled, and then help somebody else do that again. Help
Oh,
somebody else.
are you a free agent?
Absolutely,
Drew, we got to talk to our GM.
absolutely. I mean, just
We're gonna
put some
bring
fuel.
Dallas Penn to be the co-host of the sit down.
360 with the wrist, boy.
First of all, Drew, I'm sorry about that. The Don Drew,
That's right.
Sneaker Sensei, do not hire a black person. Okay, you see how black people be late. Do not hire any black people you know. Fire them, preemptively fire them.
Right.
Be like, I know you're gonna be late early, so you're
You
fired.
hear that, Irv?
Oh,
Trace, like good thing. Trace,
So you know who-
Trace is not Trace. You're not black. He's
No, his
brown,
last
right?
name is Spanish.
Okay, good. He's brown. He's brown. He can stay on.
Right.
He's anybody black, they'll fire them for real because they're gonna be late. What's wrong with black people?
I don't know. So you have another venture I've seen, something dealing with food. Explain that.
That's the internet celebrities that we've been on YouTube since 2006. All right, still just bubbling, not too hot, but I mean, if you fly Virgin Atlantic, we're on the Boing Boing channel.
right.
Getting zero bread for that.
It's okay, but you're still being seen.
Yeah,
We know about getting zero
True,
bed
true,
and still
true,
being
true.
seen. It's about
eyeballs.
but it's about that look. It's about that look.
Can I tell you something? It's great to be an influencer who influences the influencers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I was talking about that before you came
call
on.
that-
Nike brought in a bunch of influencers yesterday
okay.
to talk about the brand in a focus group.
Right. A bunch
Did
of
you
a
get
bunch of
tapped for that?
A bunch of blanks, a bunch of anonymous.
A bunch of some anonymous,
You know
some
what it
hit me
is?
up,
You know
told me
what it
about
is?
it.
We're there's groups out there. We call us re-influencers.
Mhm.
We re-influence,
Mhm, mhm.
and that's what it has.
Re-influence.
Re-influence.
Yeah.
I love that language. I love that
we
language.
gotta re-influence.
And I love the other ideas that you guys have broached too, because it's interesting how the game now belongs to people who get tremendous likes, but what are those likes worth?
Right.
All right. Let's not get all crazy.
But you know what? IG straightened that up this morning with them followers.
Yeah, dig it. I actually grew.
I love Trace lost 5. I lost.
I don't even know. I know how many I had
I lost
beforehand.
close to 1,500.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You paid for 1,500. No,
I'm saying it.
I know you.
But I'm still over. I'm still
Right.
over 8K.
Okay.
You know, and that's 8K earned.
Mm.
because in the beginning of 2014 I had 15,000.
8 racks on the wrist.
Get some followers.
8 racks on the wrist. Boy.
I don't do this for followers. You get me?
I was saying to myself too, I was excited to come down here and I was wondering, Sneaker Sensei, how you were gonna do it Jersey style. I was wondering how you were gonna do it.
I'm still me. To everybody else out there, this is
like you done came from the future.
You got to re-influence.
Back from the
re-influence.
And I really appreciate this ensemble because I feel like when you did the Irish Mets joint, I wasn't happy with your hat.
Oh,
I wasn't. No shots. I just wasn't happy with it.
The fashionistas. We have the fashionista right here.
I could have did better.
You could have did better.
I appreciate that. Coming from you, I can accept that. Coming from Drew, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Go throw a hem in them inseams real quick.
He always makes fun of my jeans.
Drew, do you dress like somebody who gets free stuff?
No. Drew dresses like a dad. He has dad jeans.
Okay.
I don't dress like this.
No, that's Swagatorius Rex.
Oh yeah. I mean, you gotta be kidding me.
That's his new name.
Shouts to Basil Rock for the picture.
That is Swagatorius Rex.
They pulled out a pic from the Low End Theory event that we had at Highline Ballroom. I did everything.
That's the sit down audience coming through in the clutch.
You did it big.
I
son.
did everything. Polo, except
but see, Drew don't know about Low Life. He don't know about Thurston. He don't know about that era.
I just don't. I mean,
he was wearing C. Cavaricci's and
I was C. Cavaricci's.
Drew, you don't understand how in this city, if you were too swaggy in the mid '80s, someone wanted to take your swag from you.
In the mid '80s, I was in second
force.
grade.
By force.
Well, I mean,
they took it by force.
And I shouldn't act like that doesn't happen now because I mean, shorties with Marmot jackets get set upon during the winter.
Montclair's,
but
open season.
But this was like if you had a Jerry G on, somebody might want to get that off you.
Word up.
Jerry G ski goose, and somebody might want to hit you in the head with a hammer.
Remember what about the lumberjack? People used to get it for lumberjacks, triple fats.
Yo, if someone ever robbed somebody for a triple fat, that was pre-crackhead. That was a crackhead move.
But
you know the feathers gonna be everywhere.
It happened.
It did happen. I mean, the point was if you were sheepskins all the time. But hold on a second, sheepskin was a hard body. That sheepskin, you could wear a t-shirt with a sheepskin.
People got robbed Averex jackets back in the day.
Especially if you had the double-breasted sheepskin. Remember?
If you had the sheepskin with the hat to match,
what?
And the mittens, somebody's coming. You better have a deuce
because check this out. And I try to tell people this, and try to re-influence. It says like the way you dress kind of like defined your status in the hood.
Right. I wear Fat Kid Mafia.
No. But what I'm saying, like you knew a dude either he had a gun or he could fight by the way he dressed.
Yes, indeed.
You can tell those things like either he got a gun or he's good with the hands.
Right.
Because he's wearing X, Y, and Z.
And you are going to be tested.
Right. And I seen him at 7 a.m. with it, and it's now 4 p.m. and he still got it.
Oh, well, hold on a second. Sensei, that's the most important thing. It wasn't rocking something, it was keeping
it.
I saw him on Monday with it, and I saw him 2 months later with it.
Right. Jewelry.
All right. I seen him repeatedly rocking this fly-ish. All right. That was like, okay, this cat is official. So and that was so supremely important, and it still is important to people who don't have a lot.
And I'll say one of the things that I always dug about you was you don't change your style for what's in style. You roll with who you are.
Okay.
Because when Timberlands went out of style, you stayed with the Timberlands.
Timberlands never went out of style.
But it'll never go out of style.
But
Don Drew, stop that.
Listen. Timberlands.
Don Drew, what did you put on your feet other than Timberlands? Were you wearing?
I'm saying I rock
ACG.
See,
I rock Timberlands. But there was
Don
a minute
Drew was
there.
wearing J's in the snow.
Dallas, trust me, man. From just seeing the sales of the brand.
Okay.
So from that standpoint, there was a couple years there where Timberland took a hit, and they came back strong the last 2 years.
They had to
strong,
go back
and you
to who
stayed
they
with
were.
it.
They had to go back to who they were. I never, when Timberland was making field boots in white leather. And white mesh, white leather,
or the pink joints.
The pink joints. I was never mad at because I think that was an entry point for ladies.
No, what I mean, when Cam had Timberland making,
Hold on for a second, Sneaker Sensei. Let me tell you something. Cam, and even going back before Cam, but we used to love to go to Jew Man up in the Bronx.
And have
Jew Man dye your shoes.
Remember that?
have Juman dye your shoes, all kind of
Big
crazy.
big shout out to
Fruity
Juman
Pebbles
on,
colors. So,
on the concourse.
So
Heavy.
Cam was just part of that continuity. But when Timberland was making field boots with white leather and white mesh together, that was an aberration. That wasn't who the brand was. And I blame Tim for trying to say, oh, wait a minute, hey, we're hip hop. No, Tim, you're hip hop by being authentic.
By being with, and it's the same reason why we wore Helly Hansen.
Yes, indeed.
Because Helly Hansen was an authentic nautical line.
Do you still F with Helly Hansen?
To this day, I got a Helly Hansen
Man,
boating jacket.
I just seen a kid in SneakerCon with a hard body Helly Hansen official. Like he could seriously just jump in the Hudson.
Remember Helly Hansen used to have the beacons on it? And,
that's right.
And we didn't know what they were.
Have the little light beacons on it.
Yeah, had the light beacons.
Official nautical. Like you could just be in the toughest catch.
Right. And see, and when we rocked it back when, we didn't know the benefits of Gore-Tex. We just knew that was the extra $60. I think again, what the hood always wants to be. Aspirational.
That's right. And authentic.
Right.
So I mean, people complain about Timberland saying, oh, wait a minute, the CEO said these boots weren't made for people to stand on the corner.
He wasn't lying.
No.
He was telling the truth.
And the hood doesn't wear them because they were made to stand on the corner. The hood wears them because the hood has the aspiration of going up into the Catskills, camping.
The Catskills.
The Catskills, the Adirondacks.
I go to the Adirondacks. I don't go to Catskills.
I mean, Catskills is.
Catskills is the struggle Adirondacks. That's where the bus goes.
Don Drew, I thought you didn't camp.
I don't go to camp.
Don Drew, I thought you didn't camp.
He does.
I don't camp.
He goes to Mount Airy Lodge.
I don't go to that.
I mean, Don Drew, I thought you didn't camp. Don Drew, I thought you didn't have no experience with wiping your butt with leaves.
I like baby wipes.
He has a pack on him right now.
No, not
and
acceptable.
sometimes when it really gets serious, this is Jay's words. I'm telling you Jay's words. You guys sacrifice that right hand.
You got to get serious.
Well, I mean, listen.
It's not going to fall off.
Remember now, the left hand is the spreader.
Right.
The right hand is the wiper.
Spread cheddar.
Yeah.
Yo, but back
and then hit the shower hard.
But you touched on a great point. The reason why we flocked to polo back then, because it was a lifestyle, that polo lifestyle. You see us putting it on right now at the Kentucky Derby. Like our group turned the Kentucky Derby
Sneaker Sensei, who in the world marketed luxury better
than Ralph Lauren? Nobody. These commercials had slow motion horses.
Literally, you put on a piece.
Hilfiger came close.
Hilfiger was
Americana. He was Americana culture.
They pulled people out of the Ralph Lauren camp.
Right.
But Ralph Lauren understood the aspiration of all consumers.
Right. Because polo represented exclusivity.
Yes. Luxury. Authenticity.
And monetary fulfillment. I made it.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you felt fresh when you put that horse on.
You never saw a Ralph Lauren ad with a woman in it that you didn't want to put your finger on.
Right.
At least 2 fingers.
Right.
Minimum.
But see, what we brought to the game is we knew how to put them things together, B. We knew how to pile those. We knew how to put it together.
Piece on piece on piece on piece. I mean, I came into the studio just with this.
That's light work.
But you don't even see what I got sitting outside in the waiting area, man.
Swagasaurus Rex.
Extra more pieces. Vintage on top of last season, on top of this season, on top.
And that's another thing. We saw urban brands come and go. No matter what happens, Polo always have the same real estate. Always keep the same.
Mm-hmm.
We don't say, yo, Penn. That stuff from 1998 Polo. We like, yo, that shit is fly from 98.
Urban brands made the mistake on who their core consumer was, and they thought their core consumer. They didn't realize the aspiration.
Did you shed a tear when they shut down rugby?
No, because rugby couldn't really move. Rugby was stuck in that collegiate lane of design. I mean, PRL does rugby right now on Blue Label.
Right.
Putting.
But I love the bespoke aspect of rugby. When you can go on bespoke of rugby.
I'm holding rugby patches now. Rugby's was one of Ralph Lauren's little branch lines that, he had to cut it off because I felt like, and I agree with it, it couldn't grow. It couldn't get any larger. But he took the rugby out of his line and made it a whole category, which was dope. It still exists now on his Blue Label line.
Right.
So we'll see next year during the
spring.
What
about the other line? the lower priced what's that, Denim
Denim
and
Supply.
Denim and Supply.
Denim and Supply is dope. It doesn't fit me the way I like it to, kind of, because it's for a slimmer barrel body kind of dude,
Right.
like slim dude.
Like Trace, he's portly slim.
Yeah, he's slightly husky. He's
He's
junior
junior husky.
like we're official husky
Right.
dudes. Yeah.
Trace is old.
He's gonna get the
Yeah,
husky
he's
in a few
old
years.
Puerto Rican husky. Like, you know, no shoulders, all stomach. Like
Right.
Dallas, the internets are looking for another polo code.
First of all, how dope was the flourish when that code came out?
You don't even understand how more stupider that could have been, because it was crazy that weekend. Friday,
Yo, dude's ordering them $600 bags.
yo, Cass was ordering crystal skulls,
Right.
chandeliers.
I remember. I saw that unfold
There
on.
was- there was
I
a
saw it
crystal-
unfold
there
on
was a
social
crystal
media.
chess set. I mean, people was going dumb in Black Label and Purple Label.
Right.
People was getting
They
dumb.
wasn't even going to like
I didn't see the code until Sunday night.
damn.
I didn't mess with my phone that weekend.
Right. Responsible OG right there.
Just doing stuff with my wife, you know what I mean? Plus, I had spent.
Newly married. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And-
But
and-
before we were married, though, we weren't married then. We were still.
And your
you know-
marriage outfit was ridiculous.
Oh,
The phases of it, by the way. Go ahead.
thank you, sir. Thank you. So I didn't mess with the phone all weekend. I go check the phone for email Sunday night, and it's 10:30. And I see this email my man sent me, and he's like, yo, boom, hold this employee code. And he had hit me with a Saturday. He had hit me with a Saturday. He was like, you know, don't blow it up, you know, so we can rock with it. So I'm like, wait a minute, it's gonna end Sunday night at midnight. So all right, boom, we're just gonna loose it now because it's over with. You know, I tried it first, order went through, and I'm like, okay, we're just gonna loose it, and it's all good. And then so I go back after I place a small order. I go back
Small order.
and
5
I'm
Gs.
like, well, listen, I already I went and spent cable money on the second order. So I was like, man, it's gonna get tight if I don't get the money back and pay this cable. If our cable gets cut off,
No more internet.
yeah. So and homegirl gonna look at me real crazy.
Right.
But so I placed another order, second order, and that one goes through. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And then for the rest of the night until about 5 a.m., I'm just talking with people, coaching them through it. You know, we're just conversing about it, and people are going in. And it seemed to work that Monday until around 10 a.m. So people.
Did you cop Drew?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What you got? What you got?
Just a couple shirts, college, just plain simple. You know,
You know,
yeah,
something
yeah.
something you could tuck in.
they
tuck
fulfilled-
in for
tuck-
work.
tuck
and they
into the
fulfilled-
Wrangler?
And they fulfilled your order.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's
Listen.
up.
For me, like the standard peak polo is in money in different colors because I can wear it with jeans and sneakers to work
All day.
all day.
Or you could just, you know, with the serious undercover cop tuck.
They think I'm the police in the streets, D-Pen.
Yo, he tucks
With me and
Yo.
Jay and Trace walking down the streets, and there's a bunch of kids, young urbanites
Yeah.
in the streets, and we're walking, minding our own business, having a conversation, and we hear police be like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, hold on for a second. Both of y'all, man. 2014 Tubbs and Crockett. You know, y'all are slightly copied.
Yeah,
Tubbs and Crockett.
he was definitely
Y'all are slightly
he was
copied.
who was the messy one?
Sneaker Sense said, you two.
What?
Slightly,
Nah.
slightly Jump Street.
Nah.
Jump Street.
Nah, my
together though, I could see together we
Slightly-
probably.
Slightly Jump Street.
it's good cop, bad cop. I'm Drew's the one who's waiting to beat their head in, and I'm like saying like, yo, chill.
Speaking of this, I have something I wanted to talk to you two fellas about, and I know somebody had one of the sit down audience internet dwellers.
I saw that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. The tweets came and I hit it and I don't remember who. So I apologize to whoever dropped it in my mentions, and I want to just throw it out there real quick. Let me just pull it up onto the desktop. So I saw this as well. A couple people asked me to talk about it, and I figured I wanted to talk about it at the top of the show, but then I got off on this wild rant and talked about some other bullshit. And I figured we'll wait till D Penn was on and talk about this. Some Kicks for Sale dude put up an I Can't Breathe t-shirt, selling it.
Yeah, but he's selling on behalf of Premium Co.
Oh, it's on behalf of Premium Co. I
Look
didn't
at-
know
look at-
that.
look at the
Okay,
thing.
let me pull it up. I didn't really
Kicks for
catch this.
Sale.
No, this is not Premium Co.
Look.
unless it's premium
per
code.
diem.
Per diem code. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't want to. The premium code are homies, friends of the show. I don't want to. I don't. If it's not there.
No, but what Kicks for Sale does is that you pay him to post your
This is
product.
not premium code, Jay.
No, it's not. It's per diem.
Per diem code. Well, anyways, do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
And it says, "I Can't Breathe Tea and Sweater, final week of the pre-sale, partial proceeds go to the Eric Garner Family Fundly account." What do you think of that?
I mean, I think if
partial proceeds.
I mean, partial proceeds. I mean, remember now, you got to clear your overhead.
But that would be, but proceeds is everything over your cost.
Okay.
So if you say 100% of the proceeds,
which is everything that you're in the green for,
that means that once you've paid your expenses, every dollar, every penny, every nickel goes to the fund. That's all the proceeds.
That's what the so partial proceeds, a percentage of the proceeds.
Maybe they worded it wrong. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. But for you not to give all the proceeds to that is foul.
Yeah, I think this shit is wild, and I think anybody that cops this is really participating in exploitation.
Well, yes and no. First of all, I mean, we are all still capitalists here. Okay. And if someone, figures out a concept, I mean, first of all, people want to be part of this. So there's a service being offered that allows people to be part of a movement. Yeah, but part of a
cover your cost and give the proceeds to the families.
Don't
you capitalize on other stuff, but this is so
you're tugging at the heartstrings of America, really.
You're allowing people to be part of something which is greater. I mean, this is greater than Eric Garner, because Eric Garner, rest in peace, is part of the continuity of a string of black male of America. Eric Garner is part of the continuity of America. All right, part of the Trail of Tears.
He's a fiber.
Part of Rosewood. Part of Williamsburg. He's Williamsburg, Virginia. He's part of a continuity of America. So the I Can't Breathe shirt isn't simply representing Eric Garner's struggle, but it's a struggle that is nationwide. It's Oscar Grant, it's Sean Bell, it's Trayvon Martin, and people want to connect to that. So I think when someone offers the service and allows people to connect, that's the initiative that person took. I'm not trying to get into someone's wallet to find out how much that they're going to give to Eric Garner's family, but they should definitely give a portion of the proceeds to the family
or something.
You want him to call. You want him to call and say, boom, bang, here's how much we're going to give to the Eric Garner family. I don't think can you do that? Can we say that? Because it may not sell at all. No one may buy his shirt. They may buy someone else's joint.
Okay,
we're gonna
have to wrap in 5 because Clue needs the studio. Penn. But listen, I don't know, man.
Clue-minati.
He just celebrated an anniversary for The Professional. That
album, dope album.
One of the dopest albums I think to ever come out. I think it's one of the dopest albums. I think so many great tracks came from that.
Right. And I mean, that was an album. Not a mixtape.
No, it was an album.
That was an album.
It was an album mixtape. Well, big up the Clue for pioneering that.
Yeah.
Because
let's understand how difficult an album is to be released.
Right.
Mixtapes, you can get that off.
Because he had the same variety of artists.
Well, let me ask a question.
Clearance.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that album really, and I knew he was around before this, but didn't that album really introduce the public to Fab?
No. Fab was already known.
Mm-hmm.
But that album sprungboard Fab's first.
Can't deny it. Sprungboard Fab. Like that.
Okay.
Fab was already in the streets already. He was doing a lot of.
He was doing
a lot of guest appearances.
He was fabulous.
That's funny because
at the time, right?
Right. Fab was a known commodity before he was on any wax.
Right.
He was already known.
You know that kid from the Brevoort Projects could spit.
Right.
Right.
He was already known, which is interesting too. How
I always felt that The Professional really just elevated him. Though
Fab came home when that Can't Deny It video, when they put that budget behind him, and Nate Dogg was singing the hook, and he had every throwback from Mitchell and Ness.
Yep, that's probably
right. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably right.
Big up to the homeboy Rube. Remember Big Rube back then?
I want if Fab still got them joints.
Nah, he probably do.
You think you didn't give him?
They,
He gave him to his
they,
little
they,
man.
they were our size. You know, Fab was rocking 58s and 50s and 60s.
Right,
but
right.
I think Fab was already a commodity.
Mhm.
But I think that everything had their time to kind of mature, because at that time when the Professional came out, X was on top. It was all about that Yonkers movement.
Mhm.
It was about
Professional
DMX.
still an important document too, because
Yeah.
again, to get that clear, to make that an album.
And to get
didn't that
the
Hov
mixture
Mi-
of artists,
didn't
to
that
get
Hov
clearance
Maya-
from their labels.
Didn't that Hov Maya joint come from that album?
Yes.
And that was a
Yes.
great tune too.
Yo, I just saw Maya too. Like
She still got it.
what?
She still got it.
What?
Jersey dresses, remember that, Jay?
What?
Yes.
You know, every girl had one back in the days.
Tennis skirts. Remember tennis skirts and sneakers used to be the baby powder.
Look at D Penn. Look at him. Look at him
I
though.
saw Maya.
Look at D.
recently.
Tell him,
I
internet.
saw Maya recently. Maya. Ooh.
She still got it.
Ooh. I remember one time I asked Bleak, I'm like, yo, Bleak, you beat? Bleak looked at me like, fool, don't even ask me.
She used to be down with Silk the Shocker too.
Oh man.
Silk beat. Damn. We're not gonna talk. Game said he beat.
Maya, listen, I don't care. I mean, I know I'm married, but 20 years from now, Maya, I'm with it.
20 years from now.
20 years from now. Maya's stuff is gonna be good deep into her, 50s.
You think so?
I'm
in her
sure.
50s?
Are you kidding me?
Are you saying she's J-Lo status?
First of all, Sophia Loren.
Still-
Would you not put your finger on that?
Come on, man.
How old is she? In
He
her
was talking
80s?
about the president's daughter 2 weeks ago. So
I did. I made a comment about her wagon.
He's
What
terrible.
You are a prevert.
Yes,
I messes with you, Don Drew, but you're a prevert for that.
definitely.
I accept
catch-
responsibility.
To catch a predator.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
And, yo, Dallas, anything you want to tell the interest before we wrap?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I mean, it's an honor to be here with you, gentlemen. F's with me internet's on Instagram, Dallas_PENN. Just catch me on your local Foot Locker lineup, or House of
Or
Hoops lineup.
Macy's flourishing.
In Macy's flagship.
Not on that
early.
1.5. You don't be on that 1.5.
No, I can't fit nothing on 1.5. Okay. Big and tall, Macy's 34 flagship. We out here, though. We out here. I mean, and just good to be here. The sit down, man. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Be bringing happy holidays to you.
We out. Happy New Year.
Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas.
Last sit down of 2014.
Woo!
Oh, hang on. You know what? Wait,
Yo,
hold
come-
up.
yo,
Before y'all
bring it
turn
back.
the music down.
Bring it back.
Yo, we got to show some love to DJ Trace,
In his tight shirt.
the Baba Booey of Power
DJ Trace,
105.
In your DJ Trace, in your DJ voice, give all the shout outs you need for the last year.
Give all the shout
in
outs.
your DJ voice.
Do everything that you do on your Instagram.
Yo.
8100 posts.
Woo!
Nah, man.
Come on, talk to us.
Shout out to Original
No,
Rough.
no, hold on, tell me. That's not your DJ voice. Let's go.
Yo, what's good? It's DJ Trace.
It's
up in that
DJ
Team
Trace right
Straight
there.
Face. Low East Side, Elliot.
No, inside, you know it, baby.
Big shout out to Original Roughneck Apparel. They just sent me a nice care package.
We didn't get shit.
a lot
bro.
of
Show the
stuff.
shirt.
I mean, here's the shirt right here. It matches my phone.
Show
With
the-
his
all
pink
that.
And
phone.
he definitely,
You know what I'm saying?
swag with the phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Swagger
So shout
Sauce
out,
Rex.
Outfit architecture.
shout out to Original Roughneck. You know what I'm saying? And y'all want to throw shade? I haven't gotten not one thing that somebody has brought here for y'all. Not
Me
one.
neither.
I got a pair of socks. That's it. But I
gave
wear
you
it.
those.
Look at that. That wasn't even for me. He just gave it to me. You see that?
We gotta go.
You just seen that, right?
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Peace out.
It's the
Deuces.
Nets.